Hey everyone, this is Reviews at Ryan. Happy Halloween. Today on the channel, I'm going to be discussing a horror short film called Dweller of the Twilight Void. This is directed by Peter Dorm-Ravlin and it is free on YouTube and it is only 12 minutes. I will provide the link down in the description so you guys can check this film out. I have reviewed 2 other of his short films on the channel before, so I was very excited to check out this film as well. Stick around for my thoughts coming up next. Dweller of the Twilight Void is about a woman named April. She is a newspaper reporter. She has just got home in her apartment. She turns on the news and she finds out that 2 people have been murdered, and the murderer is actually hiding out in her apartment, and when he appears, he says that an evil entity is out there, both looking to get both of them. Now, I believe this is the director's first time dabbling into the horror genre, and to much my surprise, and really I shouldn't be surprised at all because every movie that I've actually reviewed of his I've actually enjoyed, I actually really did enjoy this short film. First off, the practical effects, the makeup, the blood, and the gore, it looks really good, especially for someone that is just dabbling into the horror genre. I like the editing, the slow-mo kills. That was really cool, something a little bit different. I like the piano music, that creepiness, the mask of this supposed entity that is involved here. I really did like that as well. I felt like there was tension throughout this short film, and I really did like hearing kind of like the inside voice of Darren and what is going through his mind. I thought that that was very clever. You don't really get that a lot through horror movies. Most of the time, you just see someone in a slasher film just going around just kind of killing people off, and you never really get that inside story of what they're really thinking. And I like here that Peter actually goes into Darren and what his head and what he's really thinking about during these times, because he's really in denial of what is actually going on. I believe that he was trying to capture this inside world of just the evil that really encapsulates in someone's head that actually thinks about murder, and just the way that they actually gather all their thoughts and like all the dark thoughts that are in their head. I really think that the director here is trying to actually capture that. I'm not exactly sure if that's what he was trying to go for, but that's kind of how what I actually really gathered about Darren. He seems like a person that was probably picked on, called a lot of different names, and just had that breaking point where he just goes off the deep end and he has all these crazy thoughts in his head. Visually, this movie, I do like the blue and red colors that is actually going on here. I thought that that was really cool. I think there's a lot of times in this film where it definitely is experimental and different kinds of sounds and just creepy little things going on, which I did really appreciate about the film. The only negatives that I can really say about this short film is there were a little bit with the lighting where it was a little bright to me at points, and there were a few points in the audio where it was a little bit softer. There was one scene where there's a guy on the phone and he looks behind him and there is somebody in a mask. And I thought that there's one line where like it's a little bit soft and then it goes loud again. It's like for just maybe a few seconds, but it's just a little bit softer than the other audio within that scene. And then there's one other scene where the killer is actually seeing 2 women walk into a doorway, and there's just a little bit of softness within that audio. I don't know if it's on purpose or, that's just how it was kind of shaped up to be, but it was a little bit softer, and then the audio does switch over to be a little bit louder. But other than that, I thought this was a solid debut for a horror film. There's a lot of weird, kind of strange little things going in here. I think the music really does elevate this film for what it is, and there's just a lot of things really going on. I think there's a lot of ideas. I also did like a scene where you have like an eyeball hanging out. That looked really cool. I thought that was really cool how they pulled that off, especially with the makeup and all that. But I think overall they did a really good job, and I think you guys should definitely check that out. Again, I will leave a link down below and check it out. It's free, it's in 4K, and let me know in the comments if you do check it out what you guys think about it. But thank you guys for watching this review. Have a safe and happy Halloween, and I will see you guys on my next video.